Well, look at what we got behind me. It's not Bigfoot, it's the 4 litre, the Renix 1990. We're going to get stuck in. So the engine's running really good on this, although there are some things I'm going to do with the vacuum lines. I'm going to put new leads, new plugs in. There's some fuses and bits and wiring I've got to do. Main problem, harmonic balancer's got to be changed. So one of the jobs I'm going to be doing today. But other than that, this thing is in great condition, as you've probably seen from previous episodes. Ignore that sound. The roof is absolutely mint on it, so that's great. The floor pan's relatively okay. A little bit of rust as it accumulated a few spots and drips over the winter, but on the whole it held up very well, considering it was sat outside pretty much for the duration. So the floor pans are on order. I did order them before. They got lost in transit. It took me a while to get my money back. So now I've actually ordered a 2mm variant floor pan from Poland, which should be here really soon, and that is going to get all welded up, and then I'll patch all this other stuff with other bits of metal that I've got really, and then it's going to get Raptor painted, interior reassembled. Then this will be a pretty difficult job. That's a bit of a pain in the ass. I mean, it'd be great if I could find another scrap Cherokee that was in worse condition than this, steal that piece, weld it in, but just have to see how it goes really. I might actually have to build some fenders or something, but I want to keep it relatively original like I said, so if I can just get the plastic fender, maybe I can touch that side up over there and hide it and not have to go so crazy on the repair. But anyway, start up. Here it is. I hope it's the right part. What's that gummy thing? Oh, that's one of the little breather things. So, we'll see if it fits. I've got to pull this thing apart first. Jeez. Immediately. Broke immediately. I'm going to rip this thing apart as best I can, and I want to sort of address everything really. This thing's going to be living in the workshop now for a really long time, until it's basically like a fully welded up, interior restored, sort of driving, working vehicle again, that's not like in a pretty sorry state like it is now. The snow's melting as well, and the kids are starting to play in the garden, and they don't really understand the value of the vehicle. Like little things like all those light housings and the grille and everything I took off there. These are difficult parts to find in Europe. They can cost a lot of money, so I don't really want them just like kicking footballs around and potentially like damaging a door or a panel or something. You know, so I think it's best that this thing sort of stays in here. But yeah, just gonna get it all apart, asshole style. Right, I think that's about it, right? I've done all the bolts. I can't. Is there a bolt up there? There was a bolt up there. It's not there now. I can't get this off. Oh. I think this is it. This is the final nut. Imagine that. One day there will be a final nut, and you'll never nut one off again. I'm talking about the Jeep, by the way. Right. I think that's it. Don't do that. There we go. Look at that. The grill. Lush. Wrong size. Wrong size. Still the wrong size. What the fuck? You're an 11, aren't you? Knew it. Knew it. Didn't want to have to do that, but didn't really have much choice. There we go. By chance of a miracle, this thing is actually coming loose, which is crazy. So I assumed that would break off immediately. I've got to put this on here real quick to direct the flow. Always got to learn how to direct the flow. Let's try it. Oh shit me, it's not like I thought. It's a lie. It's a fucking lie. So this front end's slowly coming apart. I want to get the radiator out and I want to get this thing out. If you look down here, you know, there appears to be transmission line going in there. So that is a transmission line, because you can see transmission fluid coming out of it. There's a sensor, and there's another line at the bottom. So I need to kind of get all that out, and then I guess I will then try and disconnect this thing here very carefully. Okay. There we go, that's the radiator. It actually doesn't look too bad. You know, the fins aren't bent, there's a bit of corrosion, but as a lot of you have advised me to do with this older model, is go over to the modern radiator. It's like a closed system or something, or an open system, I can't remember, but we'll see. So this could be disastrous, and I know what you're thinking, why are you doing all this just for the harmonic balancer? There's a lot of things I want to do to this engine. I want to do the water pump, I want to clean it all up, replace hoses. You know, the whole point of this vehicle is to bring it back to life, and you know, I guess I just need to take it all apart, see what I'm dealing with. This is going to be a disaster. Jesus. Nope. I need heat. Hogga bogga shaka fogga loop. Hozza bozza mezza fozza whoop. That's the chant. I'm just getting in the zone, do you know what I mean? Fucky shit. Put it in your ass and feel good. Right, which way am I going? I'm going that way. Right, let's get the stance. Was I going the wrong way before? No. Never going the wrong way. I don't want to hit my knuckles. Ah! This is not working. This is definitely not working. Getting lightheaded. This is absolutely failing like fuck. This bottom one is coming off, but regardless, it's just this thing most likely might need replacing, and it would need testing, and I don't know whether I'll be putting aircon back in just yet. Something for the future, but get the engine running good, get the vehicle all nice, get it all corrosion free, and then see about making it look nice on the outside. So I've managed to get that off, but not the way I wanted it to. The bottom one came off okay, but the condenser, I think it's called, is, yeah, I'm going to have to replace that if I put aircon back. So my next job is getting this fan off, so I can then access other stuff, I guess. It's pretty easy to get off, 4 bolts. I've never really worked on a 4 litre before. I know this is a pretty old variation of the 4 litre. Not like the other one, high output. I'm not sure how much is the same, but this one's coming apart pretty easily. So I want to get this belt off, and I can't see any like tensioner or anything like that apart from here and on the back, where you seem to be able to like slide this around. I mean, guessing that's what it is. I mean, I've never really goofed around on one of these before, but I mean, that's a slider. You would think you know, that's how you're going to be able to tension the belt. Maybe I just got to take that off, but whatever. Okay, so maybe that's how you do it. Maybe that is how you do it. I mean, you know, I just thought it would be sliding in that, or maybe it should, because you've got sliders at the back as well. Oh, there you go. But that's as far as it goes. There. Oh, because there's a stopper bolt underneath. Yeah, I need to get that out. Or I need to adjust that. That's the thing I needed to do, and I didn't do it. So anyway, next time I just loosen that one and the one at the back and that one, and then it will slide. So just shut up. I got a feeling the seal is leaking though, and I'm an idiot. I should have bought one. Just gonna be fixed up. One of you guys is gonna have it when you're older.
I don't want to. I want the big Jeep.
You want mine?
Yeah.
You can have mine. This can be Mason's, but you gotta help him build it.
Okay.
You gotta help me and him build it.
How do you even build cars?
How do you build cars?
Yeah.
Oh, old cars are easy, mate.
Oh.
It's the big car, it's the new cars that you can't do anything with anymore. But I gotta try and get this thing off, and I don't have a puller, mate. My glovies! I could only get 2 bolts on, so you know, hopefully this will work. This is the one for the diesel. It wasn't far off the 4-litre one. Oh. There we go, it's off. That is looking like one of the dirtiest buttholes I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I should have replaced the oil seal. Ow, just smashed my knuckles. Screwy wooey, unscrewy. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Screwy wooey wooey wooey, screwy wooey wooey. Is happening. Jesus Christ. Guess that's important. Definitely going to need a new air filter. So this is what I mean, like, it's important to take that airbox out, because look at that. Absolutely perfect, it looks great. There's no serious corrosion under there. Normally there is under the airbox, and also the battery box, which is more common. But you know, it's just good to just sort of see what you're working with, really. And what's all this shit? I don't know. Probably need it at some point. It's good to see what you're working with, really, because now I know that I've literally got absolutely nothing to do here apart from clean all this out, give it maybe a lick of paint if I really care to, and then clean the airbox up. Everything can go back together. But obviously there's a lot of these vacuum lines and things that I ain't got a fucking clue where they go now, but I'll work it out. You know, there's lots of pictures of these things. So I'll give you a little bit of a first-hand look of what I'm dealing with. Obviously looking great here. You know, no real issues there. I've got to tidy up these vacuum lines. I probably should either make or buy new vacuum lines and get all of this sorted, because it's looking a bit shit, isn't it? I have a few little replacement parts here and there, but nothing sort of too comprehensive, because it's really expensive for all this stuff. You know, so anyway, yeah, basically look at that. The harmonic balancer was actually backing itself up like a good girl into the timing case cover. And if you have a look at the flywheel, whatever you call it, not flywheel, yeah, look how thin it is there. Like it was actually backing itself up into that cover and kind of wrecking both the parts. So, you know, it hasn't actually eaten through it. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not going to replace it, because this part is about $90 here in Europe, a new part. But I will get an oil seal, so I will take all this off and get new, you know, gaskets and everything, get a new oil seal for that, because I really will need to do that, I think. But yeah, the aircon won't go back in. I will just put some caps on the end of that, probably just pop some rubber caps on it. I'm going to get new hoses for all the like cooling system and stuff. I think there's a silicone hose kit available, so you know, that'd be quite good. And I obviously need to tidy all this crap up. Just going to rip all this out, you know, clean everything, tidy everything up. So it's a real mess, all this wiring. I've got to replace a lot of wires as well. I mean, I did do some of the earths, but I will redo those again, and I'll redo this as well. So, you know, this is the stage really where I go online and I make a shopping list of parts, and that's kind of why I wanted to get this episode out the way, just stripping it all down, having a good look at it. Unfortunately, I haven't really achieved much in this episode, but that is just the nature of these builds. You know, you've got to get into it and figure out what you're working with. I've already done that with all the welding, so that's all out the way. Box rockers are ready to go in, all the metal's ready to go in, you know, all that kind of stuff. But, you know, I think the engine, to me, and the engine bay, it's just one of those jobs that, and I did that with my other diesel, it's just one of those things that you just tackle first. You know, you just want the engine running good, you want it reliable, you want all the wiring done, you want all that reliable, you just want the engine bay sorted, basically. That's how I feel about sort of vehicle work like this anyway. It seems to always start at the front, right? Never start at the back. Like, you visit the back later, just have a look, check it out, go back again to the front, focus on the front. The back will always be there. You've got to break, you know, you'll break it in, yeah. Again, now you kind of understand why I just wanted the diesel finished, I wanted the snowmobile done, I just wanted every other project I had in the workshop out of here, because I kind of need to put some time and money into this thing now, and I want to as well. You know, I like this vehicle, and you know, I love Cherokees, and I think this 1990 Renix is a great vehicle, you know, to sort of like actually get up and running again and use it. So there we go. So that's kind of episode 1 of this starting up again, and you'll see another episode really soon as you know, when the parts arrive. Now, I did say I've ordered the metal, and I have, but I won't be doing any welding on the back end until this engine bay is, you know, is sorted. Really, I want this to be my priority and tackle it in stages to keep my sanity on this. So I'm going to leave it there. If you've got any suggestions for me on things I should do, parts, anything really, then you know, just write in the description below. And there's a lot of knowledgeable guys out there. You know, a lot of my experience really is on the diesel, you know, not on petrol engines, not on this model of engine, but you know, I'm going to do the best I can with it. So yeah. And what the fuck is that thing there? You're like, what is that? And do I need it? It looks like some sort of alternative air sucky thing. Does that go to the driver's side? Is there a device that perhaps comes out from underneath and connects on to, you know, the old dong buster, and can you divert suction from one place to another? Let me know, because that'll be, you know, I think this is one of the deluxe models. It could be that, right? Anyway, I've talked enough rubbish. Thanks for watching. Appreciate my patrons for supporting my channel. It means a lot to me. And you know, I'll see you really soon in another episode. Take care.